here. Foley into the middle to Smentowski. She was about to turn on her afterburners, but decides to stop up, wait for her teammates, and the Blue Devils go back offensively. And there's Van Buren. Over here to Smentowski now. Smentowski has to pull back out. Looking for it. There's Smentowski, comes into goal in the shot. And they say no goal. No goal. It looked to be right on the line. A couple players raised their sticks, but once again, Elliott there to stop the bleeding. And she makes a great goal line save. Saints back to work as Wade's unable to get that one. She kind of read the pass, but Samantha Williamson able to clear it. Still with the ball. She'll hand it over. That one cross-field pass now in the hands of Delclose. She gives it over, and there's Sereno now. The only goal scorer for the Saints here with 17 remaining. Bowling, she was able to pass it away. And now Delcos down low. Back in the hands of Nicole. So now Nicole setting up behind the net. Back up top here to Sereno. They play catch up top, trying to drive in. 20 seconds now on the shot clock. Blue Devils doing a good job of keeping the Saints really to the outside. Good double team there. As that's Van Buren and Walagora looking for the shot. Bowling now. She gets free and she scores. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Bowling able to escape the defensive pressure by the Blue Devils. Score now cut in half. 4-2. Lawrence Tech leads. So the Saints finally breaking through that defensive pressure of Lawrence Tech, able to find an opening, and they get their second of the day, as it's really been hard fought for them. Blue Devils really shutting everything down and doing a great job of forcing turnovers. That's going to be the Saints' 7th shot on goal, tying Lawrence Tech, 7 each. On the draw now, it's even at 3 apiece. Waits has gone up against 2 different opponents here, and it's going to be Sereno again taking on Waits. And that one pulled back by Sereno. Waits grabs it, and she's off and running. Players sprinting down the field here. Sherry going to tag up, and she will. Blue Devils now begin the passing. 4 breast up top. Over to Sherry. Back down low here to Larkin. Larkin moving on in. Good defensive placement. Towski in the middle of the shot, and she scores. Ripping it 5-hole. A quick 1-2-3 play for the Blue Devils, and they continue the offensive pressure. Great job as well getting a goal right after the Saints did. 5-2 now the score. So Lawrence Tech, after giving up that goal, able to come back right away as Waits broke out from the draw control, able to pass it around a couple times, and Larkin once again down low where she really thrives, able to find the cutting Abby Smentowski. And the Blue Devils continue on. Here's the draw again. Sereno against Waits, pulled back, or maybe pushed forward, however you want to look at it. but unable to corral it there. The Saints will. Up top now. Working it around. There's Emily Pringle. She passes it over. Captured nicely there. Alexis Nicole. She handed it off again as they work the little handoffs up top. Back to Serena. Blue Devils setting up defensively. And there's the play here. Still looking for a lane. A couple players tumble as they connected. Blue Devils doing a good job once again keeping the play to the outside. Trying to find it. The pass comes through and not able to grab it there. Coggin will, as Tidswell was looking for the pass and the shot. Unable to collect it. Here's Sherry, though. Over to Foley. Foley goes across the grain to Axie Vang, the defender, in offensive zone. A rare sight, but she'll tag up, and that allows Waits and Van Buren to get back into the play. So good play by her. One of those all-around players as well. If she has to go in offensively and make a couple passes or support the transition, she will. Here's the last goal scorer, Smentowski, the shot again, and that one goes wide right. Smentowski feeling confident enough to fire that one from long range. There's Foley working up against her there. Trying to find it, and we'll get the whistle. As it'll be a yellow card here for the Saints, so the Blue Devils will be a man up for 2 minutes. It looked to be a head contact, at least with the stick or somewhere in that area that was giving cause for the yellow card. So let's see if the Blue Devils could take advantage of this. They'll start with the man up and a free position shot. It looks to be Patterson with it. Patterson against Elliott. The shot, and that one rings off the pipe. There's Smentowski. She comes on in. The shot, and that one goes past Elliott. Abby Smentowski. And wait a second. They will say that there was a foul called before the goal. So she'll have to step back up and try her luck once again on the free position. The pass now comes in. Waits the shot, and that one goes wide. They tried that play earlier, and it worked that time, though. Waits can't find the target. Played back in front. Van Buren was looking for the ball, but scooped away nicely. Sereno. We talked about the players on the Blue Devils that really are multifaceted. You see there the leading point getter for the Saints playing stellar defense. She's been all over the ball here tonight, too, and they're going to look to her, especially down by 3. Gabby Larkin again. Sherry tried that little handoff. It doesn't work. Pass up, and Sereno dodging a couple players, but stepping up was Axie Vang, and that took a couple players down. Small and agile Sereno again, ducking a couple sticks. She had a bunch of jerseys on her, but she's able to find her teammate in Tidswell. Tidswell, nice move there. Still cutting on in, the stick check, and another call. It'll be a slash down. A little bit too hard on the stick, and another free position. This time it'll be Tori Tidswell. So Tidswell against Coggin. Moving on in, Van Buren and Waits there, able to snuff it out beautifully. Excuse me, not Waits, that was Walagora. As she's one of those players, just like Axie Vang, defensively stout, and ones you really could count on anytime when your team doesn't have the ball to get it back for your team to regain it. And she does a great play there, working with Van Buren on that free position. Nonetheless, here's Patterson now. trying to find something, and the 2 minutes are up, so the man up doesn't connect for the Blue Devils, but able to get a couple good chances. Thought Smetowski scored there for a hot second. But the player returns as we're just above 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. 11:30 now left on the clock. Score still 5-2 in favor of Lawrence Tech. Sherry the shot and another great save as a beautiful play once again. Sherry able to duck a couple shoulders, use her frame to protect the ball, but once again, Elizabeth Elliott really a stone wall after that fourth goal and keeping her team in the game. Probably that timeout settled her down, allowed her to relax a little bit and cool the nerves, especially in this WHAC final. I'm sure nerves and tensions are a little bit high. Stick check from behind. Nice play there, as that was Patterson, and Foley will be able to corral it. Foley working against Williamson. Strong defensive player as well. Sophomore for the Saints. Blue Devils still working around up top. Blue Devils already at 13 shots here today. They're averaging around 30 as Van Buren comes in, and that will draw the call.
Just a reminder to all fans in attendance, please, you must wear your mask at all times. Thank you.
So here's Van Buren for the free position. She's going to go up against Elliott. Trying to find a way. Van Buren cuts in the shot, and no goal. They're going to say no goal again. As a tough play there by Van Buren, doesn't connect. Nonetheless, the Saints will try to cut out a bunch of back pressure once again by the Blue Devils. Van Buren trying to corral it, and she will, as that's twice now in a row a failed clear attempt by the Saints. As in the middle there, the Blue Devils will call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well up here in the booth on LTSN for the 2021 Women's Lacrosse WHAC Final. And welcome back here into LTSN. Dylan Morello with you as the Blue Devils 5-2 the score. As the game starts to get a little bit tighter. And that's definitely due to the fact of Elizabeth Elliott, the starting goalkeeper for the Saints, making a handful of saves, already 13 shots for the Blue Devils. 9:25 left on the clock here in the first half. Thanks for joining us here on a nice overcast day in Southfield, Michigan. 61 degrees, beautiful weather compared to the last home game here at Blue Devils Stadium. That game was 32 and snowing, so a big change of scenery and weather in the last 3 days. Blue Devils Smentowski now the shot, looking for her third goal and another save. Moving on now. As the Saints carry it away, nice play by Facette there. And Mackenzie Facette was the one that got the yellow card earlier on, but her team was able to kill it. As Bowling takes a handful of shoves from the back and the side. The Blue Devils really not playing around defensively, working extremely hard as she'll get a opportunity from the 12-meter here. And she elects to just pass. Sereno to Bowling. Saints love to do that handoff up top, and Tegan Lair driving through the body with her stick. Messing up Pringle as Emily Pringle now will look to get on the board from the free position. Coggin has made a couple of key saves as well. There's the whistle. Pringle moving on in, and the Blue Devils do a great job. Sherry looks to be, Van Buren once again collapsing on those free position shots. Whoever's taking them usually just has to run straight to goal, and at that point, you're in the face of Coggin, and you're surrounded on either shoulder by a Blue Devil. It's going to be tough to make a play. Saints, though, able to carry possession. Bowling the shot, and she scores. A beautiful play there. Taylor Bowling with her second goal of the game. And she rips it past the left shoulder of Coggin. Score now 5-3, Lawrence Tech. So the Blue Devils unable to stop that play as the Saints got possession back after that botched free position attempt. And they make it a closer one. The Blue Devils had a 4-1 lead for quite a little bit. Now their lead whittled to 2 goals at 5-3. Still in control. As Waite steps up here for the draw control as looking around was Sereno, unable to find it, so Waite snags it down. Here she comes using her speed, cutting in the breakaway in the shot, and another save by Elliott. And if you look back in the handful of games, especially final games, as not only MVP, but just really a play that changes the tone of the game or sets the tone of the game for your team, it's going to be one of those saves that keeps the Saints within striking distance. That might be a game changer. And Elliott has been up to the task. Blue Devils at 15 shots now, 5 of those going in. So we have a little delay here, but nonetheless, Marissa Sereno will pass it off. Up top now, Tidswell. They give it back to Bowling, the last goal scorer for the Saints. Tidswell moving it over. Loving that up top play and trying to go in. She can't. Walagora all over her, coming towards the goal, and they score. The Saints, their last 2 shots, they get 2 goals. Marissa Sereno, the player spotlight earlier on in the game. She gets her first goal of the final, cutting the Blue Devil lead to 1. This is a point in the game, too, where the Blue Devils took a timeout. And after that timeout, it looks like the Saints benefited a little bit more. They've scored 2 goals on 2 shots after that little break in play. And we knew coming into this final it wasn't going to be easy. Both of these teams, highly talented teams, although they were underdogs all the way through the quarterfinals and semifinals of these WHAC playoffs. We knew it was going to be a battle to the finish, even with that 4-1 lead. No lead is safe. You got that feeling not only in the stands, a bunch of fans here, including fans for Siena Heights in attendance. First time that the Blue Devils Stadium in Lawrence Tech has allowed visiting teams, fans, to come. So great to see the change in pace there, as well as everybody able to get together safe and socially distanced to watch these 2 great teams battle it out. Here's the last goal scorer. Working it in, Sereno. She'll cut to the net. That pass, errant one. Misses a couple players, but won't trickle far enough for Spentowski to get a handle on it. Moving up again, Bowling. She'll hand it over. Still working for it. And it's going to be Somerville. Nice little pitch and catch up top once again. That's the Saints' bread and butter. Trying to find that pass. They can't find it. 30 seconds now on the shot clock. Still working with it. 20 now on the shot clock. Saints trying to find something. Sereno into the middle, stymied nicely there, still working with it, trying to tie up the game. Pass in front, and the shot and score. The Saints have tied it, coming back down 4-1 earlier on. It is now 5-5 with 5:40 left in the first half. And a nice shot and a great play to tie up the game. The Blue Devils will call another timeout as the last 5 minutes plus have been all Siena Heights. We'll step aside as well here in the booth on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Welcome back here into LTSN for the 2021 Women's Lacrosse WHAC Final. Score back to even. 5-5 after that last play by the Saints. Was able to connect beautifully as with 5:40 left in the first half. Both teams trying to see who can get the lead going into the locker room. Snagged away nicely. Great draw control there by the Saints. Alexis Nicole, hunger in her eyes, able to find it and give it to Sereno as now the Saints smell blood. Working it down low. Nicole the shot, and that one, good back check there. It looked to be Van Buren. Once again, a great stick check, and Coggin was able to avoid having to make a big save. Bowling now, moving in on Wade. She star steps. Nice dipsy-do there. Trying to keep it in and collect it nicely. Walagora now up in her grill. Over to Tapia. They play it around. Trying to take the lead for the first time in this game. That pass, unable to connect, still loose, and finally scooped up there by the senior, Catherine Tapia, for the Saints. Sereno now switching hands. Couple sticks to the face, and they will call that one. Free position shot now for Marissa Sereno. The junior stepping up to the line, and Coggin looking on. Van Buren flanking her on the right, and Tegan Layer. They're going to try to pinch once again. Make Sereno run out of time and space. The shot, good save by Coggin. That one off her right foot. And Sherry will escape and move it downfield. Blue Devils looking to get back on the offense. It's been all to our right and the right of your screen for quite some time for the last 8 and change. So here's Foley trying to work it through. And I mentioned before, those saves were going to come back to haunt the Blue Devils, and it's been all Elliott in the offensive zone the last couple of possessions. As Van Buren cuts to the net, the shot, and she scores. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Bella Van Buren, the pass from Gabby Larkin, and the Blue Devils regain the lead. A great job there by Lawrence Tech, wasting no time as they came in and were able to put it in the back of the net. Just 20 seconds off the shot clock there. And with 3:44 left in this first half, it's going to be big. I will repeat, big for the team that carries the lead into the second, just for a mental standpoint and a mindset of you have the advantage. So the Saints looking to get back to work. Ball loose, and it's going to be behind Waits. Scooped up there by the goal scorer, Bella Van Buren. The junior, as well as a captain on this team. Trying to lead her team to victory here. Gabby Larkin down low to Foley. Foley looking for the pass. She'll fake one up top. Still wheeling around. Handoff there to Smintowski. Smintowski moving on in. Abby Smintowski the shot, and that one would it go as well. Ball still loose. Larkin looking for it, kicking around. And a slash on the top of the stick. And the ball will go in possession. At first, the referee said it was going the Saints' way, but the Blue Devils will retain it. And it's going to be Larkin down low. She'll find Foley once again. Little handoff up top. Sherry the shot and a good save. Ashley Sherry and Anna Foley with a little handoff up top, kind of reminiscent of what the Saints have been doing all game, trying to throw off the Blue Devils defense. And it almost caused trouble there, but not enough trouble for Elizabeth Elliott. That's going to be her 12th save. RP, 12th save of the evening. Cross check on the stick there by Axie Vang, and Bella Van Buren snags it away. Caitlin Walagora trying to keep it in, and that's a turnover there. Scooped up nicely. Saints go back to work. Tegan Lair, stick up in the head, and that will be called as, once again, Marissa Sereno draws the foul and draws a free position for her team. As Tegan Lair will get the yellow card, and she'll be off for 2 minutes for that cross check in the face area of the Saints forward. So here we go, moving on in Sereno on Coggin, the shot. A couple players had their sticks up in her face, and the Blue Devils come away unscathed there. As Coggin will cradle it and wait for an outlet pass. She'll find it and launch it all the way downfield. Smentowski unable to get it, and that's going to be a turnover, unforced turnover for the Blue Devils. That's not what you want to see, as just looked to be Smentowski a little bit out of her reach. Moving on in, Smentowski again, and she'll make up for that play, bailing Coggin out as well for that errant pass as she breaks upfield, looking for some room to roam, and she'll find her support in Foley, and Foley would just grab that nonchalantly, one-handed, and set up now. And they will place the ball. Seemed to be there a whistle behind the play. That long pass connects nicely there. A bullet downfield to Nicole. Nicole moves it on in. Another good pass. Backdoor play there, and they score. And they will find it. A cross-crease pass. A beautiful play. Tic-tac-toe. And the Saints tie it up once again with 35 seconds left in the first half. So time winding down, that bomb downfield. Ball was launched, and the Saints catching LTU kind of flat-footed. Able to get a couple players upfield quick, allowing that 2-on-1 pass cross crease. And a great shot and a great goal. As a good play there. The pass came across from Tori Tidswell, and she was able to find Emily Pringle. And that slight hesitation, moving it, faking, really throwing Coggin off her balance by faking a quick shot, but just having the patience and the wherewithal to hold it, and fire it in that right lower corner. Evens the score up. Waits on that draw control, and it will be Bowling able to get it over to Alexis Nicole. She was the one that was able to bomb that pass and catch it up. Tegan Lair moving on in and unable to get it. Saints now with a lot of time to get something done. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Move it over to Bowling. We have 10 seconds now left. Two players on her. We have a slash. Couple players fell, and it will be Blue Devils ball with 5 seconds, 4, 2, and 1. So that will do it here in the first half of the Women's Lacrosse 2021 WHAC Final at Blue Devils Stadium. And it's everything that the sheet said it would be. 6-6 the score as we go into the break. A lot for both teams to talk about and a lot for us to think about here in the booth. Thanks for tuning in once again on LTSN. We'll step aside, enjoy the halftime break. And welcome back to the 2021 Women's Lacrosse WHAC Final. Dylan Morello here at Blue Devils Stadium on LTSN. Thanks for joining us. Start of the second half now. Lawrence Tech moving from left to right on your screen. Siena Heights Saints moving from right to left. 6-6 to start this second half as both teams, Blue Devils really came off to a hot start. The Saints scored in the first 20 seconds of the first half if you're just joining us, but after that it was all Blue Devils. Saints now coming in as that play, we get a push from behind. But after that, it was all Blue Devils. They jumped out to a 4-1 lead. And then it got very, very close. Saints were battling back and forth. It was 5-3 at one point, and then the Saints took over. And it ended up with a goal at the final minute, and 6-6. Saints again, and they shoot and score. Right off the hop, a beautiful play and a beautiful shot off that free position. The Saints with a nice tally, and that was Jenna Somerville, the junior, able to get it. She had 16 goals on the season, so make it 17 for her, 19 points. So once again, in the first 30 seconds of a half, the Saints come out and get a great goal. Blue Devils looking for the response, and it's going to have to start from the draw control. Waits once again against Bowling. She's going to try to pull it back, and she's able to do so, but ball still loose. Van Buren after it, and she snags it down for Lawrence Tech. Coming on in now, Van Buren. She'll stop up, though, and hand it to Smentowski. So let's see if history repeats itself and LTU able to get a quick strike back. Waits now, already one goal on the game. She had a great chance on a breakaway, but it was saved by Elliott. As Elliott's still in goal and still a backbone for this team. A lot of massive saves for her. Back in front to Waits, and she scores right on cue. Katie Waits, her second of the day. The Blue Devils tie it up once again at 7. Both teams right now throwing punches, throwing lefts, throwing rights. It's going to be a battle to the finish, as this one most likely will end by decision. So 7-7. Less than 2 minutes into the second half. It's going to be back and forth. We'll set up for the draw once again. Waits here against Bowling, the recent goal scorer for Lawrence Tech. Trying to get this draw, and the Blue Devils will. Draw controls right now. After that one, 9-7 in favor of LTU. So possession's key, especially in this game when both offense are proven to score. And both teams have skill. As Ashley Sherry, the leading goal scorer with 30 goals on the season, has the ball now. Ball still ricocheting around a couple sticks. Waits able to grab it. Anna Foley and Waits playing catch on that far side, directing traffic now. Allowing players to come on in. Smentowski, couple set moves to the goal. The shot, and she scores. Abby Smentowski, the player that we spotlighted to be great offensively for Lawrence Tech in the beginning of the game. She gets another one. The Blue Devils regain the lead 8-7. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulties as the Blue Devils score once again. Abby Smentowski, her second in as many shots, is up on the board, and the Blue Devils now have a 2-goal lead, 9-7 the score. And Lawrence Tech doing a great job getting back on their horse, as you saw a bunch of jubilation and energy from the bench, as both the fans and the players on the sideline enjoying that goal and enjoying right now a 2-goal lead. Blue Devils have to continue putting on the pressure. Pulled back there by Wade, trying to corral it. They can't, and it'll be off here. Alexis Nicole for the Saints, able to snag that one. Moving on in. They play catch up top, the 4-person weave working, and now cutting on in the shot. Good save there by Dory Coggin. A nice shot by Marissa Sereno. Is able to be waffle boarded away. And that miscommunication behind the goal. Dory Coggin able to pull it out. And she'll look for the outlet pass. She finds in Axie Vang. Axie Vang, nice little twist and twirl around Tidswell. And she'll pull away. Looking for the pass. She finds it there in Kaylee Patterson. Down low to Gabby Larkin. So Larkin, a couple assists here tonight, working in her area. She fakes the handoff, but she will give it down low to Smentowski. The ball trickles there to Foley. Foley working around the net, the wraparound, and shot goes wide. Van Buren now. Pass over, another wraparound attempt. Stymied there, working through a couple defenders. Gabby Larkin tried that low shot, but it bounced off the turf and over top of the net, so the Blue Devils aren't able to keep the ball. Well, the referee says, my bad, and it will be a Blue Devil retaining a possession. Sorry for that little slip up here. I was reading the ref, as Foley, though, will be able to take the ball. She looks for a pass. Wheels up top. Still has the ball, and she shoots that one wide again for the Blue Devils. So 3 shots in the last couple of seconds, all of them wide, as Van Buren, that's a tough pass made by Smentowski. You saw Van Buren surrounded by blue jerseys, really forcing her hand. As Patterson, though, will slow the pace. Bella Van Buren now working on in. She has a lane and will get the whistle. And it will be a free position shot for Lawrence Tech. Once again, Bella Van Buren, 1 goal already here tonight. She has 18 goals on the season, total of 22 points. So making 19 goals after the goal today. Trying to make it 20, coming in. Van Buren, the shot, and that another save. Great job. And they're going to say the ball goes back to the Saints, as a couple players had a little bit of discussion trying to figure out who would get it. Nonetheless, Elliott will hand it off. Working it around now. Tapia able to play it over. Trying to back check there. Waits and Patterson, and Waits able to scoop and grab. Moving on through. She's going to stop up. Still looking for the play. She'll wheel around and breaking the plane. Katie Waits able to grab some time, and it's Larkin. She crosses over the hands, protecting the ball, and she'll wait for some reinforcements. On the far side, eyeing up Larkin, Riley Wynn. She's a good junior defender for the Saints. She's had a couple of nice plays, really marking up Larkin and Foley down low, as it's been a tough task. And Foley able to find a little lane here. Foley to the net, and she scores. Anna Foley. A great play by her, as she had 2 defenders on her, and she found a way to just get enough time and space, slips past them, and that's really all she needs, using her frame to protect the ball nicely, tumbling to the turf, but she rips it home. And after that goal, the Blue Devils go on a 3-goal run. They now lead 10-7 the score. And Lawrence Tech will force the Saints to cause a timeout. We'll step aside here as well in the booth on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Back here on LTSN, the WHAC championship game between Lawrence Tech and Siena Heights, as Katie Waite stops up. Lawrence Tech looking for some more. Sherry, the shot, and she scores. Ashley Sherry, another goal for Lawrence Tech, and kind of once again mimicking what happened in the first half. As the Saints come out, they score that goal 30 seconds into it. And the Blue Devils really go off on a 4-goal run now, 11-7 the score. Reminiscent, once again, of the first half. But it's about putting together a full 60 minutes for this Blue Devil team. They've done that so far here in the playoffs, really putting teams away early and often. But like I said here in the opening, it's going to be a different animal, especially going up against a great team. Both of these teams upsetting the higher seeds. As right now it's going to be Madison Spell against Katie Waits for the draw. Spell pulls it back, trying to grab it. Looking for that one, and Spell unable to grab it though, and Barnwald moves it away. So here's Kaylee Patterson. Working it over to Gabby Larkin. So the Blue Devils right now in the position they were in the first half with a juicy lead. Looking to extend it though. Sherry the shot. Good save, as that one may have deflected off the goalkeeper, but goes wide as well. Smentowski though able to find the ball up top to Waits. 22-20. left in this match. Winner moves on to the national tournament. Good save there on Van Buren by Elliott. Nice pass, and the twirl there by Catherine Tapia. Around a couple players, stick check in the middle by Patterson, and the ball will squirt away from Alexis Nicole. Kaylee Patterson, the pass up. Axie Vang trying to play the bouncer, and it will land in the stick of Larkin. Anna Foley now moving on through. Blue Devils with 28 shots. As I mentioned before, averaging 30, so they're well on their way to probably surpass that here in this game. Siena Heights with 16. Foley again looking for the wraparound. Can't find it. She will find Van Buren, and that shot was tipped away. Van Buren still trying to battle for it, but a great defensive effort there by Catherine Tapia. Moving with the ball, still looking for it. Waits battling. Coming on in was Fassetti as well, and she's unable to corral it. So Patterson holding back. Over to Smentowski. Abby Smentowski second on the team in goals, right behind Sherry with 25. She already has a couple tonight, adding to that massive total. Katie Waits third on the team with 22 goals. So pretty close in that regard, and that just shows how the Blue Devils love to spread out the wealth, so to speak. Passing it around. Larkin now looking for something. She can't find it. Stymied there by Moeller. And it's a great play once again. Shelby Moeller staying on Larkin a lot of the time. Push back there. Sherry with the lane, and she scores again. Ashley Sherry on fire in the last minute and a half. She scores another goal on her second shot in as many, and the Blue Devils now take a commanding 12-7 lead. Still a lot of time, though, left in this one. So the Blue Devils all over the Saints in this really pretty much the whole second half. Besides that first early goal, they put the Saints up 7-6. The Blue Devils have scored 6 more compared to the Saints 1 in the first 10 minutes. So not holding back, and you love to see it here from Lawrence Tech, but we know the Saints have a lot more in the tank, a lot more fight. As Madison Spell tried to win that draw, and it will bounce loose. Van Buren pulls it away. Spell once again a couple stick checks. Trying to get some support. She can't find it, though. Smentowski will find the green and able to work it around here. Van Buren down to Patterson. Can't find a handle on it, and Elliott will be able to get it from her teammate and is able to relieve the pressure and play it back up. Saints trying to get something going offensively, but Axie Vang and Caitlin, able to stymie that. Waits not able to get that pass, but Spell will. Comes on in, looking for the shot, having to stop up, pass down low, and that eludes the stick. Tidswell unable to find it. Retaining possession, though. It'll be Tapia. Over to Spell. Spell, that pass doesn't work, and going to the line and able to keep it in, though. That's going to be Sereno. Sereno down low to Spell. Spell, a handful of goals in this game already. She's going to work it around. Madison Spell up top. Walagora doing a nice job. The pass and a great goal there. The Saints back on the board after what was 10 minutes plus of not having too many offensive chances, and a nice play rolling the ball into the net. Saints now down by 4. So Lawrence Tech has a defensive lapse there, and the Saints trying to regain and rekindle their confidence, as the last couple of minutes have been all Blue Devils, and the Saints looking to get possession right back here, as it's going to be Spell against Waits. We've seen that matchup quite often here, and Waits able to get the grounder and scoop it away. 2 goals tonight for Waits. She handed over the senior Larkin and Foley down low. They'll hand it off to the right side, though, to Kaylee Patterson. Patterson moving on in, and that one looked to not be caught initially. Kind of seemed to be a dive almost, but nonetheless, the stick did come up. Cross-check fashion, and Kaylee Patterson from the 8-meter will have her free position shot. Coming on in, Patterson, the rip and the score. Kaylee Patterson, a 13 spot for Lawrence Tech. A great play by Kaylee Patterson, not only to draw the free position opportunity, but to be able to finish and have the calm and patience to move in on goal, not worry about the defenders basically right up in your face. And she's able to find it and put it home. So Lawrence Tech regaining that 5-goal lead. $17:31 left in the second half. 13-8, the score. Waits against Spell. She's going to try to grab it, and we'll have an infraction there on the draw. So the Saints will get the ball right back. It's going to be the recent goal scorer, Sereno, moving on in on Lair. Tegan Lair, good defensive play. The shot, good save there. Coggin on Tidswell. Ball still in the Saints' hands. They're going to work it around. Pressure mounting here against the Blue Devils. Saints trying to find a goal. Spell up top. Madison Spell, the ball hops out of her stick, unfortunately, and it'll be Sherry carrying it away. No harm, no foul for the Blue Devils there on that defensive play. Gabby Larkin. She has a lot of green. She hands it off to Patterson. Patterson working the 3-man passing play down low with Foley. They're going to give it up top, though, to Van Buren. Couple players playing interference to let Van Buren move it on through. There's Spentowski. She has a lane, and she scores, ripping it 5-hole. Lawrence Tech now 14-8 the score. They're taking control of this game. And before, it was really Elliott able to stop the shots, be able to make the saves. Elizabeth Elliott, the senior, doesn't want this to be her last game. She was doing a great job of keeping the Saints within striking distance, but right now Lawrence Tech has taken a commanding, I repeat, commanding lead in this one. Still a lot of time, though. 16:06 left in the second half, but you got to give it to LTU. They really, after that timeout, after the break, have upped the ante and upped the pressure. Draw coming here. Waits once again. Will control it. And that'll be the Blue Devils' 16th draw control of the game compared to the Saints' 8th. So a big disparity, not only in the goals, but also in the draws. And usually that's a correlation to who's leading in the game. There's Smentowski once again looking for some more. She'll draw the foul and the free position. Stepping up to the 8-meter. Abby Smentowski looking on. Pass down low, and the Blue Devils elect to just waste some more time in front, though, and Bella Van Buren strikes home, and she will get a handful of goals as well. Blue Devils now 15-8. So Bella Van Buren with her second goal of the game. She has 4 shots already in this one, so really using her speed as well as shooting ability to get some shots on target. And here's Waits. That time a change of personnel at the draw for Siena. Siena Heights will put in Pringle. Pringle lost it at first, but now they will get it back. And it's going to be Alexis Nicole breaking away. She handed it off. Sereno coming on in for the Saints. Lair eyeing her up. Serena looks to walk it around, and she will find Pringle. Pringle coming on in. Sherry staring her down. Pringle, a nice little spinorama move, switching it from her left hand to her right. Still retaining possession. She'll hand it off up top to relieve the pressure on her. And hand it over. The weave again. At the top of the 12-meter. Nice pass down low, having to extend it there. Sereno coming in. Lair draped over her. Vang. And that will be a little bit too much. The follow-through a little bit tough. And good sportsmanship there by LTU. They help her up and allow her to get set for the free position shot. So Marissa Sereno, second today in points for the Saints. She has 2 goals, looking for her third. The shot, good save by Dory Coggin. Now making some great saves of her own. That pass over the head of the referee to Kaylee Patterson on that far sideline. Over to Foley. Foley with some time and space. Makes a couple players break their ankles. Patterson, the stick in the midsection there. That was a tough play. The ball was loose and almost close to a spear. Definitely unintentional, as we have a player down behind the play. And there will be a whistle for that injured player. Can't see the number at the moment. But we'll step aside here on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Welcome back into LTSN. Dylan Morello here with you. 15-8 the score after that injury timeout. Hoping the player's okay. 13:45 left in the game. Blue Devils with a commanding lead, but the Saints trying to change that here. Trying to cut into it. Looking on, pulling back. Still working with it. The pass through the middle, and it's going to be a dangerous follow through. Couldn't see the call fully. And actually it will be against Lawrence Tech. So the Saints, once again here, they're going to have the free position opportunity coming on in. The shot, and that one goes past the right-hand side. Maybe Coggin got a piece of it. Couldn't see from this angle. But nonetheless, the Saints retain the ball. Moving it on up. They're going to give it to Pringle. Pringle with the handoff there to Tidswell. Back up top to the aforementioned player. And over to Sereno. So another great opportunity here for the Saints, as from that far right side, left side of Coggin, they're able to come through. Nice spin move there, and they score. Siena Heights, a great individual effort play by Jenna Somerville. The senior leadership shining through this time for Siena Heights. And the score is now 9-15 in favor of Lawrence Tech. So the Saints doing a good job trying to just whittle away at this lead. They add an extra one, trying to get to double digits on their next possession, hopefully. Down by 6, but still a lot of time to work with, and it's going to have to start here on this draw control. Waits going up against Sereno. Sereno pulls it back, but Waits gets the bouncer, and she'll be away. Katie Waits still moving on in, but she stops. Blue Devils now are going to do a good job of just eating up time, using the shot clock to their advantage, trying to get 90 seconds or at least close to it off the board every time they control the ball. Played into the middle. Smentowski looking for that shot, but the errant pass, is away, and it would be Tapia able to corral it and move it on forward. Now using her speed there, Alexis Nicole. She's trying to get away from the back-checking Smentowski. She will, and now she has some time and space to work with. Nicole coming on through. Vang watching her. You have the down-low passing play. Back up top, Lair pressuring, forcing the outside. The pass now overhead. Catherine Tapia. Move it on in. Pringle will hand it off, and that's over to Spell. Spell loses handle of the ball and Waits. A great defensive strip. Another turnover for the Saints, and that's really not what you need at this point. They've had 18 turnovers tonight. That compared to LTU's 9. So if you draw that, put that together with the draw controls, as well as the turnovers, that just means the Blue Devils are going to have a lot more time to work with the ball than your team will, and that maybe is a reflection of the score. So the Blue Devils will stop up, eat the time away. It's going to be behind the net with Foley. Just above a dime left on the clock. There you go to Larkin. Quick handoff. She tried to cut to the goal. Ball hobbles out of her stick. Seemed to be unforced, just a little bit too much cradling. And there's Foley trying to work with it. Ball still loose, and a battle ensuing. Waits coming on in now, still trying to get the help of Patterson. And the ball trickles away. That was a nice play. Riley Wynn able to get it over to her teammate and move it on through across the Blue Devil logo. While Agora unable to find it, as it's 14 against 14 there, and the check from behind. That's a tough play. Van Buren using her strength. And here's Madison Spell. Spell with only 2 to beat. She can't do it alone, so she stops up. Looks for her reinforcements. And they come and they will set up. Ball down low. Looking for the pass. Tiswell can't find it. Lair pressuring her opponent. And a whistle again. That'll be a tough play for Lawrence Tech as the Saints will get a chance to make it 10. Coggin against Pringle. Pringle comes on in. She has to stop up. A nice play once more by Van Buren as on those free position opportunities. She's right there, usually to the right of the player, and she came in nicely, able to escape harm. The Blue Devils now transitioning back to offense. 8:50 left on the clock. Blue Devils lead 15-9. WHAC final tonight, championship game. The winner moves on to the national tournament in Savannah, Georgia. That begins next month. As there will be a timeout called, we'll step aside as well and take a timeout in the booth on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Back here on LTSN, Blue Devils looking to extend their lead, 15-9 the score, with 8:30 left in this one. Blue Devils passing it around after that timeout, probably talking about what they would have to do in the offensive zone, whether to hold the ball, try to extend the lead, as I just said, or kill the clock, as right now the clock, the enemy of the Saints. Moving on around. Foley to Van Buren, and there's the whistle as Van Buren was surrounded by dark blue jerseys. And she'll get a dead center free position opportunity. Van Buren against Elliott. Moving on in, the shot, and she scores. Bella Van Buren, her third goal of the game. And the Blue Devils now have 16 on the board, 16-9 the score. So a great play there by Lawrence Tech, eating up some more time, as well as putting on another insurance marker. As time eating away here, 7:53. It's going to be Waits once again against Wells for the draw. And Wells comes away, scoops it nicely. Saints have to work fast, but it's Wells losing it, and Van Buren. Not only could she score, she's been doing great today on defense. So here's Patterson over to Smitowski. Smitowski pulls back. Passes over to Waits, and Waits the long feed to Foley. And Foley slowing up the pace. Nice little play there. Drops the shoulder, spins around one defender. Anna Foley pulling back. Over to Sherry. Sherry with two defenders on her. The Blue Devils just electing to keep it outside. Waits using her speed, coming through the shot, and that one, good save, ricocheted off the goalie's stick. Waits was looking for her third. There's Patterson. Patterson pulling back, down low to Larkin. Amazing thing is, coming into this second half, the score was knotted up 6 apiece. And that just shows really what was said in between the halves. Van Buren now coming through down low. Patterson, the shot. Oh, and a great save again off the knee of Elliott. And possession now for the Saints. But the Blue Devils definitely at that half had to have said something about just their offensive schemes. They maybe saw something, a weak point in the Saints, especially in the Saints' game plan, because they have exploited something, putting up 10, I repeat, 10 goals so far in the second half, and we still have 6 minutes left to play. The Saints have scored 3. So a game that was fairly close now, really broken out by the Blue Devils. Floodgates have opened in this second. But still, anything could happen. As right now, it's a 7-shot game. That play there stopped by the Blue Devils as Van Buren will look on to Nicole. Nicole trying to find something. She gets around Van Buren, but met nicely there by Sherry. A good 1-2 punch from Lawrence Tech. Here's Tidswell. Playing it down low behind the net now. Pringle. Pringle looking for a waiting teammate. And we'll have the whistle again. And it will be Lawrence Tech's fault. As the refs discuss here. So possession will stay in for the Saints as they started down low, wheeling around now. Pringle, she stops out. Still looking for a teammate. She finds it in Sereno. Sereno coming on through, and a nice stick check there, but no, not a legal one by Axie Vang. As Sereno will come back to the free position. And Sereno, the shot, and that one off the iron of the goal post. But well over the net onto the cross field as Lair comes on through. A nice long bomb there to the waiting Foley. And the Blue Devils get a fresh 90 on the shot clock and a fresh 90 to kill off the game clock. That ball turned over, though, and it'll pop out of the hands of the Saints player as Pringle will get it. And set up here. Saints trying to get a tally. Not a lot of time now. Clock eating away at a steady pace. There's Pringle. She has a lane to the net. Pringle in, and a great save by Coggin. Another beautiful one to keep the Blue Devils with a 7-goal lead. Dory Coggin. A great answer there on the shot from Pringle. Saints with a fresh 90 on the shot clock to work with. Up top, but they got to work fast. Still playing it down low. Pringle's been all over the ball here recently, and she will grab it once again. Over now to Nicole. Nicole stopping, starting, twirling around. Met there with some resistance by Van Buren, and Lawrence Tech escapes. Tegan Lair. She'll play it up, and there's Patterson. She's going to slow the pace down, fake the pass across, but Smentowski can't corral it back into the Saints' hands. Smentowski again, a couple of chops. And the whistle, though, as that was a little bit too aggressive. As Smentowski took down Bacho. Nice play by Wade. She read that pass beautifully, cutting it off in the midfield. And Lawrence Tech will be able to wind clock down even more. We're approaching the 3-minute mark in the first half. There's Wade. She sees an opening. She cuts through. Stopping up, and the pass to Sherry, ducking the shoulder. Actually, Sherry the shot. Good save again by Elliott. Not much you can ask for from your goalkeeper, especially when you've given up now 36 shots. 28 of them had hit their target, so comparing that to the 16 goals against, I mean, it's questionable giving up that many goaling opportunities, especially to these highly talented Blue Devil players. Some of them are going to find the back of the net. Coggins had to make a couple key saves too. Saints have had some great plays, but the Blue Devils really have read up on their stuff, as that seemed to be a weak play. Really tripping on herself there was Lair, but nonetheless the Blue Devils will keep it and back into the hands of the aforementioned Coggin. As the Blue Devils move on in. $1:45 left in this one. Blue Devils trying to punch their ticket to the Nationals. And it's going to be Patterson holding on to the ball for as long as she can. Minute 30 now. You can sense the energy from the fans as they're just holding their breath, waiting to be able to celebrate here with their team. Kaylee Patterson now a bunch of space, moving in on goal. She's fronted by 3 players, plays it over, and you do have the follow through there and the whistle, so it'll be a free position here for Patterson with just above a minute left in this one. So here's Kaylee Patterson, dead center with Elliott on the free position. Patterson, she's just going to pass it down low, and we are counting down a minute left here. And the Blue Devils score right there just to put the dagger as kind of a broken play. Foley. And it is now 17-9, 58 seconds left. This one all but put away. As we're going to have a last and final timeout here for Siena Heights. And we'll take a timeout here in the booth. All right, back on LTSN, 58.4 seconds left. LTU just got another dagger of a goal, making it 17-9. Anna Foley with that one. And here's Waits for what could be the last draw of the game, and it will be collected by Madison Spell. And here's Spell, clock ticking away. Lawrence Tech, less than a minute. Working it around. The Saints up top here to Sereno. Sereno eyeing up, and Van Buren will look at her with Barnweld working hard. Still coming down low. Pass over. Spell unable to corral it. She does now. Madison Spell moving it through. 15 seconds. Spell comes on in the shot, and she scores. Madison Spell just below the 10-second mark. And she gets the Saints to 10 goals, 17-10 now. As that's going to help at least the Saints feel a little bit better about it. And allows their fans to cheer for one last thing. But it's the Blue Devil faithful here at LTU Stadium who's ready to cheer for something bigger. As we will get one more draw here. Most likely Waits against the last goal scorer, Spell, for the Saints. And here it is, Waits against Spell. Last draw of the game, Van Buren snags it, 5 seconds. And that's going to do it. The Lawrence Tech Blue Devils are your 2021 Women's Lacrosse WHAC champions. And LTU celebrating here, collecting as a team, a whole collective effort. They even have the cardboard cutout there of Dr. Scott, who I'm sure is watching from home, celebrating with us as the Blue Devil stands erupt in cheers, high fives, and congratulations. Lawrence Tech wins this game 17-10, the final score, and they punch their ticket to the NAI National Championship next month. A beautiful game all around, a collective team effort. As now the trophy is presented to the captains at the center of the field. As they raised it up a jubilation and a great sight to see. This team has worked so hard, battled through everything, and they're able to win the final here against Siena Heights. And you got to give the Saints props. They really battled and duked it out 6-6 going into the second half, but the Blue Devils coming together as a team as of late, especially having to play 4 games in 5 nights just to get to this point, to be able to qualify for playoffs, and now on their way to nationals where anything could happen. You've seen what the underdogs can do as they pose here for the team picture. And we'll soon be able to celebrate with their friends and family after this one, but a great overall season. And it doesn't stop here. Moving on, your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils once again take this one and win the championship 17-10. Thanks you all for tuning in to Lawrence Tech Sports Network. I'm Dylan Morello. We hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and continue to follow this team into the national tournament.